Hi everyone, it's Elise and welcome to my channel, Elise Between the Ears. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're a return visitor, welcome back. So today I wanted to share with you some Disney ideas that I have found that have helped me find joy through days of depression. As you know, right now we are all in this kind of slump of life with the pandemic. We're all trying to find our way through it and through a depression that has affected a lot of people. I mean, people are seriously, some people are out of it, some people aren't, but myself, I have gone through a lot of depression through the last few years, and then the pandemic on top of it just compounded it. And so I have 6 ideas that I have found that has helped me, and I hope that it can help you as well. So anyway, number 1, and these aren't in any particular order, just things that I have thought of that I've done to help me kind of find a little bit of joy in my days of depression. So anyway, number 1 is eating Disney items. Now, I get a kick out of making Disney items like a Rice Krispie treat with chocolate on the top. It's like a Mickey head. Also, I've gone to the store and bought the Mickey bars or the Mickey sandwiches. I've bought the goldfish Mickeys. Just anytime I see anything that has a Mickey Mouse on it that you can eat, I basically get it, because Mickey is like my all-time favorite character, as you can see in the background, that I collect. He just makes me happy. He brings me joy. So eating anything that has to do with Mickey, that brings me joy. So that's something you could do, is go to the store, get a Mickey bar, and then, you know, you can imagine that you're at the parks eating a Mickey bar, but it doesn't melt as quickly. The next thing is wearing Disney items. Now, I have a classic Mickey shirt on. I have my Mickey ears. I just got these out of the Year of the Ear swap sports theme, and I will link that right up here so you could go and see that, because every month on the 29th, we do a ear swap. The Siskateers organized it, and so that's something you could do, is wear your ears, do swaps with people, and that's really helped. Another thing is just little things. I like to, especially when I'm getting kind of down and depressed, I like to wear just even the littlest thing that's Mickey. I have these cute little earrings that are Mickey's that I love to wear. They're just real simple. I have a bag that I have that is Mickey as well. So even like if I just incorporate it into what I'm wearing. Also, I mean, there's a lot, I don't really do it, but what I usually do is just wear something that has either a Disney character on it or just is from the theme parks, while some people are really good at Disney bounding, which I would love to get more into, but I just don't have the knack for it. But a lot of people Disney bound, which gives them joy as they, you know, bound different characters. And if you don't know what Disney bounding is, it's basically you are dressed to represent a particular character. If you look at, if you go online and look it up, you'll see tons of people, tons of pictures of people bounding as different characters, and some of them get so good and creative. It's astounding. Okay, so let's see. Number 3 is decorating your home with a Mickey flair. Now, I just have a few things up here. I plan on adding more as I continue to unload boxes. I have been procrastinating because of what's been going on in the last couple of years with us, with parents passing and pets passing. We had 2 cats that passed away not that long ago, as well as my parents. My dad passed away a year ago in July, and my mom passed away last November. So, and then we had to move, and I kept making the excuse of not doing videos because we moved, but a lot of people have moved and still continue to put out videos. And so that's kind of like shows the state of depression that I've been in. I just haven't had the energy or the will to get up and do videos. But because of these things that I'm sharing today, it's really starting to get me back into the groove of things. Anyway, so decorating is a really big thing that you don't have to do like straight on, you know, Disney. It could be kind of like the Disney bounding, just, you know, representing color schemes of Disney. So you could do that, you know, decorate according to one of the resorts or one of the parks. So that's another way that you can bring Disney into your life to help you find that joy in your days of depression. Okay, the next thing that I've done to help with finding joy in my days of depression is watching Disney movies. Last night we just watched Mary Poppins Return on Netflix, and it just brought back so much joy of watching it when it first came out and watching the original. It made me smile because when it came out, you know, we went with our mom, and it made me think of how much she enjoyed it. So that's, you know, one thing, because when you are watching a video, it just really kind of just takes over, and you're in a whole nother place, and you just find that escape from your everyday life and your everyday stresses. So I've really been watching a lot of Disney Plus because there's all of them, pretty much everything on there has such good content. And I mean, face it, Disney has happy endings, and when life gets you down, that's what you need to see, are happy endings. And even like I spent a few nights binge watching the Imagineering story, and even though it's more like a documentary, it still has a happy ending because it's showing how Disney is progressing, and the Imagineering, their creativity and what they do, and it's just inspiring. And so I love watching those kind of things to help me escape and look what's possible. Okay, number 5 is Run Disney. Now, I don't really do the Run Disney. I keep wanting to. I can't afford to go to do it at the parks, but my goal is to one day sign up for the virtual runs and do that. And why this, I think, is really good to get you out of those days of depression are because when you're exercising, it gives you those endorphins that help you be happy. And exercise is a great way to get that. Besides helping the endorphins, it helps you feel better because you're getting into shape. You feel like you're looking better, and it just brings you up out of those days of depression. And I know, like I said, I haven't done the virtual runs yet, but just exercising in general, when I used to go walking with a coworker at work at lunch, but our lunch changed and we don't get as much time now, and so I miss that, just walking and getting that energy and those exercises through my body to help boost up those days. And I have to admit, now that I'm not exercising as much, it just, I think, is part of the reason why I'm having as hard a time during through this COVID thing, to find that joy. Okay, the last, actually I have two more. I said six, but I just thought of another one. So this is six, and then I'm gonna have one more, which is seven. Okay, so the sixth one is going to a Disney store. Now, that may sound kind of weird, but the other day I was getting off work, I was feeling kind of down, you know, the stores have been closed because of COVID, and I just thought, oh, I wonder if our local Disney store is open. And since it was so close to work, I thought, you know, I'm just gonna stop in for a moment. And so I ran over to the mall. I went into the Disney store there, our local mall. It was open, and oh my gosh, it felt so good to just kind of like walk in. A lot of us, you know, who don't live in California or Florida or close by, you know, may not be able to get to the parks anytime soon. So, but if we have a Disney store close by, oh my gosh, it just felt so good and brought me so much joy just to like walk into the Disney store and to feel that little bit of magic that was in there. And my whole point was, I was not planning on buying anything. I just went in there for the atmosphere, and just to get a little bit of pixie dust, because, you know, sometimes a little pixie dust won't do. Sometimes you need a whole truckload poured on you. So anyway, I went in, and I have to admit, I saw something that I had to buy. And I just started collecting Jim Shores, and I saw this adorable Jim Shore figurine that I had to have. And I mean, I was running low on money. I still got it because it represents me and my sisters so much. So let me show you what it is. Okay, it's right here. I will put a closer look so you can see it, but it's the Three Good Fairies. It represents my sisters and I, because when the one and only Not So Scary Halloween party we went to, we dressed as the Three Good Fairies. My mom dressed up as the Blue Fairy, and it was just the best night ever. So anyway, I saw that and I had to get it. So, but if you don't have a Disney store, even just going to like a store and just seeing like look around for the Disney magic that's in your local Walmart or whatever store you have. I know that in some places the Targets are actually incorporating like a mini Disney store in them. So you may want to look up your local, like put in Google Disney Target or Target Disney and see what stores are opening up these little mini stores within the Target. And then you can go there and still have that same magical experience. Okay, so now the last one on my list, so this is number 7, and it is plan a trip to Disney. Now, I'm saying this with a grain of salt because some people right now, you may not be able to afford a trip to Disney. You may not feel safe to go to Disney right now, but I've heard in other things that one thing that helps people have joy is to plan trips, even if they never take them. The whole experience of planning a trip helps kind of get you excited and gets that endorphin, get those joyful feelings like coming up, and just kind of helps. And you could just do like a fantasy trip, plan a trip of like, if you were to go to Disney World, what resort would you stay in? What parks do you want to go to, and what rides, and are you going to get a fast pass? What restaurants would you want to eat in, and just kind of make this trip that would be like a trip of a lifetime. But if you can't afford to go on a trip, or you do feel safe, maybe start saving money to go on a trip in a year's time or 6 months time to a Disney park or on a Disney cruise. Just that whole excitement will still be there, that anticipation of going on a trip. I know my sisters and I are planning a trip to California to visit family for Christmas. And if the parks are open, we are going to go and do 2 days at Disneyland and California Adventure, because that's all the time we have. But the idea of planning it is getting us so excited. Last Christmas was a really hard Christmas, so we really wanted to have a great Christmas this year. We don't know if the parks will be open or not because of this whole COVID thing, but the idea of going is like helping us. The closer it gets, the more excited I'm getting anyway to go. So plan a trip that will help with those days of depression as well. Okay, so that's it. That's my that's my 7 tips of how Disney can bring joy into your days of depression. We all need to stick together during this time to lift each other up and get us through until we get over this pandemic. And if you are suffering from depression, please do what you need to lift yourself up. Go see someone, go talk to someone. You can even comment to me and we can help each other out. Please subscribe below if you like this. And until next time, I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye!